Hi guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to explain what is integration by parts and how you can apply it. So in the last video, I gave you two principles. Don't forget, the first principle is the integral of the form f prime of x divided by f of x ds. So which means when you have an integral in terms of fraction, such a way that when you differentiate the denominator of that fraction, it gives rise to what you have at the numerator. Then you don't need to stress yourself. You have your integral in form of ln f of x plus c. Likewise, if you have an integral, your integral in terms of product, that is when you have a function whose integral is a product of that function. So then you are going to have your f of x divide f of x everything square divided by 2 plus c. Please don't forget this. So today we are moving to integration by part. Suppose you have something of this nature, you are asked to integrate this. Remember that you cannot use all the two principles, both of the principles you cannot apply it here. Number one, so you go apply that of the division, so that is integral of f prime of x divided by f of x. Why? Because you don't have it in terms of fraction. Likewise, you cannot use the second one, you understand? So because if you differentiate one of the function, let's say I differentiate x square, it cannot give rise to what? Ln x. So in that case, so then it gives rise to what we know as what? What we know as integration by product, which is also known as integration by part. This is very simple. Let me derive it for you. Okay, let's say if my y is equal to uv, you understand? So where u and v are both functions of what? Are both functions of x. Remember, from your product rule, if y is equal to uv, then your dy, that is, if you differentiate the both side, dy ds, which is same thing as what? So let's say dy of uv. So it's same thing as what? U dv dx plus v du ds. If you've forgotten this, please refer back to my video on product rule. So integrating the both sides, since integration is the first process of differentiation, okay, let us integrate both sides. Then I have d ds of uv with respect to s, okay, let's put that, is equal to integral u dv dx with respect to x plus integral d du ds with respect to x. You understand? So then if you check this very well, remember I said integral is the reverse process of differentiation. So this means you are going to have uv, you understand? Then this will give me integral of what? U dv, you can say this, cancel this. I hope I'm communicating. So then plus integral v what? V du. So integral v du. So if you make this the subject of the formula by bringing this guy out, let's say I bring it out, so then I'm going to have integral u dv is equal to uv minus integral v du. That is, I bring this guy here, or you leave this here. So just make this the subject of the formula. So just make this the subject of the formula. So, and this has arrived to what we know as integration by part. So that is when you have this type of integral u dv, so then it's give rise to what? Uv minus integral v du. So the explanation of this is that if you have two integrals, it means you are going to make one to be your u and you are going to make one to be the v. And the one you make to be your u, you are going to differentiate it to have what? You know, if you differentiate it, it will give rise to du. Then the one you take for your dv, you are going to integrate it to have your what? To have your v. And we have priority order of taking u. So according to the book of K.S. Trudge, so the author of the book listed some priority orders we have to follow. For example, you have to check whether you have natural logarithm there, which is your ln x. If you have your ln x there, then you are going to choose it as your u. If it is not there but you have s raised power something, then you are going to choose it as your u, then exponential e raised power x, then before you have your sin x, cos x, tan x, that is the trigonometric function. So okay, now let us now solve that question, the one I wrote the other time, so that you see how you can do that. Number one, I have integral s square ln x ds. We know already that we cannot use the two principles I derived the other time. So but what we are going to do is to use your integration by parts. And don't forget the integral, the formula is what? U dv is same thing as what? uv minus integral v du. Meaning you are going to make one function to be u, you are going to make the other function to be the v. And the one you make to be u, you differentiate it to obtain what? Du. Likewise, the one you make the v, you integrate it to get what? To get v. And don't forget the priority order as indicated in the book of what? In the book of K.S. Trudge. So that when you have to consider your u, then you are going to check whether you have what? So whether you have ln x there. So whether you have ln x there. So okay, let's check it out. So you check ln x. If you don't have ln x, you check s raised power something before e raised power s. But if you check here, you will notice that we have ln x there, then your u will be ln x. So it is advisable to use ln x first because you can easily get it, you can easily find the integral. You understand now? So, and for example, if you have your integral in terms of e raised power 2s, it will be repeating itself. So it is not advisable to take that when you have ln x. So then my du dx will be what? Du dx will be, this is du, right? If you find du dx, that will give me what? 1 over s ds, 1 over s. So if you now make du the subject of the formula, that will give you 1 over s ds. Then you have 1 over s dx. Then your v, the v is what? Automatically it is s squared. Then your v you integrate, right? So that is s cube divided by 3. Don't forget the one you make for you, as you differentiate to get the u, the other you make as the v, you integrate to get v. So after that, you now substitute into your formula. Then I'm going to have uv minus integral v du. Okay, now let us do that. Integral s square ln x. Let us substitute into the formula. What is our u? Ln x. What is our v? Our v is what? S cube divided by 3 minus v is what? S cube divided by 3. And your du? Du is 1 over s ds. Du is 1 over x ds. Okay, now, so if you do the substitution and you do it again, then I'm going to have s square ln x ds is going to be, you bring this one first, you have s cube ln x, s cube over 3 ln x. Then this guy cancel one of this, then minus integral s square divided by 3 ds. Okay, don't forget, if you want to integrate with respect to a particular variable, you take out the constants. So you take out the constants, and this one will give me minus 1 over 3 integral x squared dx. So which is going to give me x raised power 3 ln x minus 1 over 3. You know x squared, if you integrate it, you are going to have x raised power 3 divided by 3 plus c plus c. So if you rewrite it very well, that will give me what? X raised power 3. Okay, x raised power 3 over 3 is common, then you can factor it out. You have ln x minus 1 over 3 plus c. So that's integration by part. It is not difficult. Make one function to be u, make the other to be the v. So the one you make as u, you differentiate. The one you make as the v, you integrate to get v. So the second example, let us do it. I have integral x squared e raised power 3x dx. Ask yourself, can the principle I taught you, so can it work here as well? It can't work because if you differentiate x squared, neither if you differentiate e raised power 3x, you are not going to get what you have immediately after them. So, okay, now what you are going to do, you are going to apply your integration by part, and don't forget the formula is uv minus integral v du. That is, you make one function u, you make the other dv. The one you make to be u, you are going to get what? You are going to differentiate it to get the u. And don't forget your priority order of taking u, you check whether you have ln x. If ln x is not there, you check x raised power something before e raised power something. It means here my u will be what? X squared, right? Then you find your du. Your du will give me what? 2x dx. What I did here is that du dx, you know du dx will give me 2s. Then I cross multiply, then to give me 2s dx. So automatically your dv will be e raised power 3s. And don't forget, you integrate this, which is v, so that will give me, don't forget you also differentiate this well, that's 1 over 3 e raised power 3s. If you've forgotten the integral, refer back to your standard integral. Okay, now if you now substitute that, then I have integral x squared e raised power 3x dx. You know the formula is uv minus integral v du. So then u is x squared, right? And my v is 1 over 3 e raised power 3x. Then minus integral, what is v again? 1 over 3 e raised power 3x. And your du is what? 2x multiplied by dx. And I'm going to have x squared over 3 e raised power 3x. You can take away this constant, minus 2 over 3 s e raised power 3x dx. You can see we still have another integral. So you still do it using integration by parts since the principle cannot work. Okay, let's say we quickly do it here. Let me change the marker. I have integral x e raised power 3x dx. Okay, now here what am I going to make as my u? You know my u here is going to be what? X. Then the u will be dx. Do you know how I obtain dx? You know the u dx is 1. If you cross multiply, the u will be dx. Then your dv is e raised power 3s. Automatically v will be 1 over 3 e raised power 3s. Okay, let us put it into this formula. Then we have minus, okay, let us continue. Then you have equals to x squared over 3 e raised power 3s minus 2 over 3. You know this is the formula, uv minus integral v du. Then you have u, which is x, v, that's 1 over 3 e raised power 3x minus integral v, 1 over 3 e raised power 3s du. Du is what? Dx. Understand? Then you continue, you have x squared over 3 e raised power 3x minus 2 over 9x. You get that? E raised power 3x plus 2 over 3. And if you take 1 over 3 out here, you can have 2 over 9 integral e raised power 3x. So dx. You can see you can have it as a simpler term now. So then this one will give me s squared over 3 e raised power 3s 2 over 9s e raised power 3s plus 2 over 9 then 1 over 3 e raised power 3s plus c. If you integrate, you understand what do you have in common? E raised power 3s is common, 1 over 3 is also common. If you factor them out, you have s square here minus 2 over 3 x, right? Then plus 2 over 9 plus what? Plus c. So you can see it is as simple as that. Don't forget you have this, you put it in this formula uv minus integral v du, and don't forget your priority order of taking u. The one you take for u, you differentiate, the other one you integrate to get v. So if you understand, please don't forget to like. If you've not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do that too. I will meet you in the next video.